Welcome to Muhammad Amir official YouTube channel. Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu says that every journey begins with a small step. But there are some trips that require you to walk a lot. Author and world trekker Colin Salter says that the most important treks are the ones that take us to other worlds, places we are previously unfamiliar with. Colin discovered the joys of hiking as a teenager when he ventured out of boarding school and into the Scottish mountains with friends. He says that hiking is a way to explore new seasons, new terrains, new heights, and new cultures. There are physical challenges but also rewards for all your senses. Along with your fellow trekkers, you will be introduced to wildlife, flora, nature's splendor, birdsong, old stories, and new colors of life. Salter has detailed more than 50 of the world's best tracks in his new book Remarkable Tracks. From the Inca Trail, Peru, to the John Muir Trail, USA, from the West Highland Way, Scotland, to the Milford Track, New Zealand. These popular hiking trails allow hikers to test their skills and experience some of the most spectacular and beautiful scenery on earth. They invite you to enjoy the amazing natural scenery. Apart from these, there are some lesser-known routes that offer an opportunity to explore different countries and cultures. Let us tell you about 5 of our favorite Salter tracks. 1. Lobauger Trail, Iceland. Length, 55 kilometers. Duration, 3 to 4 days. Starting point, Land Manala Gore. End, Smoke. The Lobauger Trail introduces hikers to a wilderness of ice and fire. Its starting point, Landmanglagor, 180 kilometers from Reykjavik, has warm rivers to bathe in. But this trek is not an easy one as you have to pass through the barren deserts, mirror-clear lakes, flowing waterfalls, high valleys, and mountain peaks of Smoke. Salter says that walking through Iceland's raw land, which is still being shaped by fire and ice, gives you some sense of how the world was formed. If you don't tire of Smoke, the Fimarol Trail takes you a further 26 kilometers south to Skogafoss Falls and the beach. 2. Mount Roraima, Venezuela. Length, 64 kilometers. Duration, 6 days. Start/end point, Paraitapai. The famous Mount Roraima is the highest peak of the Pacrima mountain range, the highest in eastern Venezuela. According to the folklore of the indigenous Piman and Kapun cultures, the 15 kilometers long and 5 km wide massif mountain range is the root of a giant tree that once provided fruits and vegetables for the entire world. Here the water cascades from high cliffs into the forests and gives new life to plants and animals found nowhere else on earth, including the Roraima bush toad. Salter says there is no other place in the world like the flanks and smooth summit of Mount Roraima. This 3-sided rock carries a lost world above it. The trail is about 90 kilometers from Santa Elena Durian, where trekkers can start their expedition. The climb can be done in 2 or 3 days, but Salter suggests spending 6 to 9 days exploring the high plateau. 3. Gokyo Lakes and Chola, Nepal. Mumbai, 130 kilometers. Duration, 17 days. Start/end point, Lukla. Gokyo Lakes track is like a cracker, says Salter. It is a route that shows the walker a landscape of people, glaciers and spirituality beneath the world's highest peaks in the remotest part of the world. Climbing Mount Everest is not for everyone. Many people's legs, lungs and financial situation do not allow it. But this trek to Everest Base Camp offers an opportunity to pass through the magnificent Himalayan mountain ranges. 4. Pembrokeshire Coast Path, Wales. Length, 186 miles. Duration, 12 to 15 days. Starting point, Amrit. End, Street. Dark Smiles. Pembrokeshire Coast Path opened in 1970. Almost the entire length of the trail runs through the Pembrokeshire Coast National Park in southwest Wales. Most trekkers start from Amrit in the south, where the route is easy at the beginning and ends at a more difficult section in the north, staying at hotels, pubs or camping sites along the way. The rugged coastline is home to the indescribable natural beauty of Barrafindale Beach, 58 beaches as well as Saunders Foot Harbour. Pembroke Castle, Stumblehead Lighthouse, and the 13th century Twin Chapel. Roman, Viking and Norman invasions have left their mark on the coast, Salter says, as well as the struggles of ordinary people. Castles, harbours and beaches abound in Pembrokeshire. 5. Pacific Crest Trail, USA and Canada length, 2,653 miles duration, 5-month starting point, Campo, California. N. Manning Park, British Columbia. A very scenic, Pacific Crest Trail is the second longest trail in America, after the Discovery Trail. It runs between the country's southern and northern borders, from Mexico to Canada, through California, Oregon, and Washington along the Sierra Nevada and Cascade Mountain passes, and across the border into Canada. The route that divides America's river system into east and west also ties together many of its scenic beauty. Salter says, from deserts to snowy mountains, sandstone to deep blue lakes, pine forests to volcanoes, everything is on the way. This region is amazingly diverse. A trail this large requires careful preparation and planning. The Pacific Crest Trail Association provides a mandatory, free permit, which requires hikers to state a start date.